So this just turned into a horror game?
Yeah. You find that center of yourself and your surroundings as you were taught in your monastery long ago. It's there that you find yourself walking now, your fingers brushing lightly against one of the ancient tall trees that grow only in the deepest depths of these woods. Your bare feet falling silent on the cold, mossy ground. Leaving the monastery behind you, you press deeper still into the forest. Something intangible calling to you, drawing you. You hear your heart beat loudly in your chest. As you move on, the forest is thick with growth, and you wonder how you've come this far so easily, as if the ancient woods themselves have called you to their very core. You look back and see the forest floor and undergrowth reclaim the almost imperceptible trail you've followed. No easy way back, it seems. Your heart roars in its chest, filling your ears with its deep, powerful beat. You place your hand to your chest and realize your heart is beating normally, quietly. And it's at this point you realize that heavy, insistent beating is emanating from somewhere further down the trail and not from inside you. You can see now your breath in the air as the temperature has plunged. Frozen leaves crunch underfoot, and you wrap your vestments tight around yourself as you come upon the shore of a huge lake. Your vision shifts slightly and you look up, not at the stars above the canopy, this ancient forest, but at the roof of a great cave. Stalactites leer down at you from the shadowy roof of this place, and you wonder what beings could be hidden there in the darkness. Standing on the shore of this frozen lake, you peer through the ice at a dull, dim light source far beneath it, and see it pulse in time to the sound of that beating. Your attention is caught by movement across the lake. A figure is on its knees with its hands pressed deep into the ice. You see steam rising as if a great source of heat is melting the ice. The dark figure becomes enveloped in it. Suddenly it raises its head, and you see thick veins of black beneath a pale white face, running into two jet black eyes that stare at you with pure hatred. It rears its head back and lets out a terrifying shriek. A black mist escaping its maw. You reach inside yourself to access your key and attempt to close the distance between you and whatever this abomination is. And as you open yourself to that intangible force that permeates the world and those that can access it, you are overwhelmed with power. This power that you've tapped into. Energy surges through you, your ears buzz with it, your hands tingle, and your vision focuses to detail you never thought possible. It's at this point you realize what this place is. This is the source of all ki. The creature looks down again, and with your empowered vision you see that it has now broken through the ice. And with one last withering look at you, its chest begins to heave. And terrible guttural noises emerge from it as it begins to vomit a thick, black liquid into the lake. It divests itself of its robes, which seem eerily familiar, and as it disgorges this vetted, corrupt blackness into the lake, you feel a coldness grip your soul. You attempt to summon your ki once again, but you feel it now tainted and defiled as if a poison courses through you. The pain is intense, all-consuming, and you drop to your knees. Your breathing ragged, your senses bright with pain. You stare at your reflection in the ice, and you see now jet black eyes staring back at you. As you draw a ragged breath inward to let out a primal roar, you see the figure walking towards you, once again wearing that familiar clothing, the gi of your own monastery. This is Gorwin that walks towards you. His eye is still black, the veins still prominent in his face. He looks down at you before the pain becomes too much to bear. You see him kneel beside you. He runs his hand down your cheek. You hear him say, "It has begun." Your body convulses in agony, and as a corruption overtakes you, your senses begin to fail and you fall into darkness. Suddenly you shoot awake in bed. In the shadows rest, safe. And that's where we'll take our break.
Oh, yo.
Wow.
Oh.